Through dance, theater, music, and visual arts, Hearts to Art is the auditorium's award-winning summer camp for kids who have experienced the death of a parent. Hearts to Art fosters emotional growth and generates lifelong friendships. The auditorium's week of giving is December 2nd through the 9th, and all donations support Hearts to Art, and a generous donor has agreed to match donations through December 9th. A gift today doubles your impact, giving grieving children across Chicagoland an exciting arts experience this summer. You can learn more and donate at auditoriumtheater.org. Today on CityCast Chicago, the city is in full holiday mode, my friends. We got holiday lights, trees, ice rinks, pop-up Christmas bars, and markets. So we figured this would be the perfect time to revisit our holiday edition one-star review game from last year. It's Thursday, December 4th. I'm Jacoby Cochran, and this is what Chicago's talking about. And to help us dive into those reviews, we brought in our friends from Axios Chicago, reporters Carrie Shepard and Monica Ang. Carrie, welcome back to the podcast.
Thanks, Jacoby. Hey.
Always glad to have you. And Monica, welcome back to the building.
I'm happy to be in the building.
We're always glad to have y'all in here. But before we jump into the reviews, I'm a little curious here. Are y'all into holiday festivities, whether in your homes, your neighborhoods, or across the city of Chicago? Or are you more of like a Grinch Scrooge type person during this season? Carrie, I'm going to start with you.
Oh, no. Hell yeah, I'm into it. I'm already excited for, all the decorations that are up in our neighborhood is making me really itchy to put ours up. And, our new neighborhood goes way out on Halloween. So I just cannot imagine what Christmas is going to look like. I'm super excited.
I bet it's going to be fantastic. Monica, what about you? Do you get into the Chicago festivities during this time of the year?
I'm a Grinch. I hate all that festivity shit. I hate having to put up decorations and take them down. But I'm Puerto Rican, so we always make coquito, which is the best cocktail in the world. It's just tons of rum with coconut milk and a little bit of cinnamon, and it goes down really easily. So that's about it. I'll have the lechon, which is roast pork, arroz con gandules, pasteles, which are like our Puerto Rican tamales, and coquito. And that's about as festive as I get. But I am, says the girl who's wearing her all-day Christmas pajamas just because they're comfy.
She's such a liar. I see her photos with her family and when her kid and Miranda comes home from college. I see all the happy photos.
No, we're happy. I just don't like that shit. I don't want to take down a bunch of lights and trees and ornaments. It's just it's too much, and I don't understand the people who do.
What if you've had a lot of that drink, though? What is it, a coquito?
Coquito, oh.
What if you've had 5 of those?
If I drank a lot of coquito, maybe, I would start dancing around, and maybe I'd help people out with the ornaments.
Exactly.
But I'm just I'm super practical. Don't want any extra crap in my closet.
No, I hear that 100%. I'm probably closer to a Scrooge Grinch during this time than I am someone who's getting all dressed up. So I'm trying little by little. So this is how the game works. I'm going to read a 1-star Yelp review for a popular holiday attraction in Chicago. I'm going to read the whole thing, and then I'll let you all guess what the attraction is based on that review. If you get it right, you'll hear this sound. That's very nice. That's very nice.
Very nice.
And if you get it wrong, you'll hear this. No, you won't actually hear that, but I did want to play the sad trombone at least once. So I'm going to start with this first review. This was written last year, somebody visiting from California. This is their review. This is not a gym, not festive, and not fun. It's extreme chaos.
Navy Pier.
The Walnut Room.
I love how fast you jumped on Navy Pier, but that could be a seasonal response. But
you're right. Okay, this is supposed to be seasonal. Okay.
Not Navy Pier, not the Walnut Room.
Millennium Park.
Not Millennium Park. Let me give you another review. Maybe it'll help. It's Chicago's biggest scam of all time. It's always crowded and overpriced. The food is terrible and stale. I get so angry at the TikToks that glamorize what a dump this is. This was written by somebody from the Burbs last year.
Ooh. TikToks.
This is something that only happens during the holiday season. It isn't accessible outside of this time.
Chris Kindle Market.
Oh.
Ding!
It's not dumpy.
I don't think it's dumpy.
I was going to get
either.
y'all thoughts on it. How do y'all feel about this review? I've been to the Chris Kindle Market, but I went with the City Cast Chicago team back when Carrie was riding with us. We had a good time.
Yeah, we went for a Christmas party one year.
And then there's a suburban one. Is it Aurora? I can't remember.
Aurora
but
has one as well.
Yeah. It's not a dump. It's overpriced, and your fingers get really cold when you're eating that really expensive bratwurst. But it's fun. Like my kids, they're all grown now, but they used to like it. And especially when I was reviewing for the Tribune and I had to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on stuff for them to eat. No, it's fun. I'd say, here's what I do. Pre-game it. Eat a whole bunch of food before you leave. And then just soak up, if you're into it, the Christmas spirit, but dress warmly. Yeah.
Just the vibes, the beer. Maybe get you a ceremonial mug. They always have like a traditional mug.
Overpriced.
I agree with Monica at the pre-gaming. Go get yourself like a burger or something, get Miller's or Exchequer. I also don't think it's a dump. I would say, despite the Disney-ification of Wrigley and Gallagher Way, that Chris Kindle Market was lovely.
It was less crowded. You can
less
walk in.
Crowded.
I didn't expect that you can go into Wrigley, that it was also inside of it. It was really nice. Yeah.
Oh my God, it was all in the field. It was really nice. We could ice skate.
I didn't know that. I can't, when I've seen the lines that wrap around Daily Plaza just to get into Chris Kindle, I'm like, no, never wait.
Yes.
Go find something else.
I like how we really poo-pooed this review, and now we're like,
hey,
you know what?
I love that y'all was like, maybe not a 1-star, but maybe a 2-star, maybe a 3-star.
If you don't have to wait, it's fun. But if you have issues with smell, don't go buy the cheese, the raclette thing, because that is gross. That is like some really strong, hot, stinky feet.
The market has been around since 1996, and when we were on Yelp, we found a total of 42 1-star reviews out of over 780 dating back to 2011. And so that's not that bad. Y'all did have some. Y'all pushed back a little bit on the review, but at the same time, y'all was like, oh, we can see some of it. But a dump, that feels like it's gone too far. I feel that. Let's move on to our next Chicago holiday tradition. All right, this review is technically a 2-star review.
Okay.
Technically.
Okay.
I don't know which institution was the first to start this silliness, but dressing up Christmas trees using stereotypical adornments to represent different countries is just plain silly, but it's cutesy and brings in the tourists to ogle the colored lights. This was written by somebody from Chicago in the last 10 years. Carrie Hand went up first. Which one is it?
Museum of Science and Industry, the Christmas around the world.
Yes. It kind of gives it away a little bit with dressing up the Christmas trees.
Can I say this? If you don't have the money for that, Maria Pappas's office of the Cook County Treasurer has hundreds of internationally decorated Christmas trees for free, and you don't have to go all the way to the MSI.
Hot tip. Yeah, where is her office? Tell people where her office is.
So the county building and City Hall are the same building. Just one side of it is county building. For free, you can go check those out. Really, really beautifully done.
Can anyone go?
Anyone can just walk right in. And you might even get a Maria Pappas calendar while you're there.
Oh,
this was a nice, if not this, then where situation, because MSI's Christmas Around the World is one of the most well-known tree displays across the city. But MSI, I will note, despite being one of my favorite museums in the city, I love walking around it, biking around it.
Yeah, I think it's a great museum.
On the South Side. I'm excited to see what that interconnected campus looks like over the next few years with the Obama Center right in its like shadow. but it's one of the most expensive museums to go to. The tradition at MSI began back in 1942 when the museum displayed a single tree that was newly decorated every day for 12 days to represent allied countries of the U.S. during World War II. Now more than 50 trees representing 50 countries, typically decorated by local affinity groups. People who may be from those countries, may have deep connections to those countries. And the exhibit also honors the traditions of Chinese New Year, Diwali, Kwanzaa, Ramadan, Hanukkah, Vishka Puja Day, and St. Lucia Day, and many more. I don't know about y'all, but I love a good hands-on class. I've recently done rug making, pasta, pottery, candles, and now I'm excited for Less Booze, All the Buzz, an interactive hands-on cocktail workshop where we'll get to shake things up with the experts. We'll learn about low and no alcohol ingredients that complement some of our favorite high alcohol spirits, how to lower the alcohol in our favorite cocktails, recipes, and that confidence to make them for our next house party. This workshop includes over 15 cocktail tastings, hors d'oeuvres, and a cocktail making session where we'll learn 10 recipes plus a take-home recipe booklet. Don't miss out. Less Booze, All the Buzz on December 11th and 12th. The perfect opportunity to up your hosting game. Rates for a private event are available. Visit their event page to learn more at dandelion-beved.com. That's dandelion-beved, BEVED.com. The holidays are nearly here, and if you're looking for something to do with the entire family in downtown Chicago that's part festive but also allows you to get your caroling on while being warm inside, join Uniting Voices for Winter Glow. Winter Glow is this vibrant, family-friendly performance at the iconic Symphony Center filled with holiday classics, songs from around the world, and contemporary favorites, all performed by Chicago's talented young voices. And you know what? I think they love a good sing-along energy in the audience. It's the kind of joyful, heartwarming experience all your people will remember long after the season ends. And the best part? Tickets are sliding scale because everyone deserves access to the magic. Make Winter Glow your downtown destination this holiday season. Visit unitingvoiceschicago.org/winterglow to get your tickets today. Y'all ready for our next holiday tradition?
Yep.
All right, let's look at this review. The tree is pretty. Everything else is awful. Food sucks, service sucks, drink sucks, will not be back. This is written in December 2023. Monica, your hand went up first.
Walnut Room?
Yes,
Walnut Room.
Yes. They got right to it. This second review said, tree looks like Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory and the food was terrible.
I don't know if the food's terrible. I mean, I think the pot pie, you can never go wrong, but the line and reservations are almost impossible to get if you don't do it way in advance.
Compared to other attractions, this one had a lot of one-star reviews. It had 180, I think, plus one-star reviews. Carrie, you ever been to the Walnut Room?
Oh, yeah, totally. Of course. And growing up, we went to Marshall Fields and we always saw the Christmas decorations on State Street and stuff. And I have to agree, Walnut Room is tough for me. This is what I think of. I always think it's really hot. I'm like really sweaty. And you're probably in like tights or like some velvet or some sort of Christmas outfit. So you're extra hot. The service is probably great, but they just can't keep up with the people. There's so many people. And I couldn't even tell you what the last thing I ate there. I'm sure that the cocktails are fine.
Well, we went there, remember that super hot August day? We walked in and we wanted to have cocktails there because it was like empty in the middle of summer. It's a gorgeous room, just beautiful, beautiful room.
Gorgeous room, empty, yes. And the tree, beautiful. It's just, as a Chicagoan, it's not probably where I would go. If I was at the end of a day of shopping, I was tired, I was crabby. That is not where I would get a glass of wine.
If I still had young kids, and I remembered to reserve way in advance, I might endure it, but it's rough.
It's the oldest thing on our list by far, I think it's celebrating 117 years
Wow.
this year.
Oh, how
And
fun.
so I will say a lot of the reviews still gave props to the tree. One person gave it a 1-star review based on service back in January 2020, but they said a visit to the Great Tree in the Walnut Room is still an amazing experience. They have fairies that go around and grant your wishes. I've never seen anything as sweet as this. But again, like you all, a ton of people basically comment and say that it has lost its way since their great grandmother, mother, and now them. And so, hey.
Okay, here's my tip. Go downstairs, look at the windows, pop up, look through the door, tell your kids if you brought them, hey, look at that tree. It's really cool. And then go have a meal somewhere else that's not going to be so crowded and where the food is better.
You could go to the Palmer House and get the brownie. Go there, maybe.
We got a couple of more
Okay.
reviews we're going to go through. Let's see if we can get this one. Yes, there are colorful lights everywhere. Not very tasteful lights, but I'm sure they are fun for small children. It just wasn't really an attraction for adults or for people who don't like crowds of people walking around aimlessly. Oh, both hands are up.
Zoo lights.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say the Magnificent Mile Lights Festival.
Oh, that is a good guess, but it was zoo lights at Lincoln Park Zoo. This review was written back in, I think, 2016. Note, they have been a sponsor of CityCast Chicago. I have gone to zoo lights in the last few years, which, I mean, I'm very confused at this review. Like, one, what is tasteful lights? And two, what is, like, you at the Lincoln Park Zoo, of course, most of us are just like aimlessly walking around trying to see what animal is or isn't out, whether it's November, December, or June. And so...
And you want it to be tasteful? Really? It's supposed to be over the top. Leave tasteful for your house.
For one thing, I think Lincoln Park Zoo is, I think it's awesome that we have a zoo smack dab in the middle of the city that's free. And I don't think it is crowded, but I mean, what isn't crowded?
But it's not that crowded. It's a huge place. Is it still
huge.
free? Because it was always free before. I don't know if it costs money now.
Oh, Zoo Lights it might not be free now, Zoo Lights. I just meant the park. The zoo is free, but generally.
It is $10 general admission, free on Mondays, and for members.
But they used to give you these 3D glasses so that whenever you looked at any of the lights, they would turn into like a snowman or a snowflake. And so it's just like, whoa, I'm seeing like a million snowmen. They don't seem to do that anymore.
I would say Zoo Lights versus like Botanic Gardens Lightscape.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer the latter. But I disagree with that 1-star on Zoo Lights, I have to say.
I'm not sure what tasteful means. I think the lights are rightfully over the top. Over 3 million lights as they promote on the site. One person wrote, we didn't see a single animal that was awake, and most of the zoo's animals were in winter off-site housing anyway, which...
you're there for the lights, not the animals.
Yeah, I don't know what you want, brother. It's also like 8 at night, potentially, when you're going to try to get the lights at like full volume. And so kind of relax. They have done some things in the last few years to try to attract adults with more pop-ups, more adult-only nights, a light lounge they've got.
Nice.
So it seems like they've added some things. And like Carrie alluded to, this is one of a few shows that are available around the city, from Lightscape at the Botanic Garden, Illumination out at Morton Arboretum. And yeah, I think all of them have something different and unique to offer. And so if you got some time, and either got a vehicle or love riding, taking nice train rides, I think they're worth the time during the holidays.
And there's a Ferris wheel at Zoo Lights. They bring a Ferris wheel.
And a merry-go-round.
And a carousel, always, yeah.
We got another review. So this person had to wait a while with their kids to take a picture with Santa at this popular attraction. So they wrote, the elves stopped us from seeing Santa to allow adults time to pose with Santa. Apparently these were staffers, which this person said was irritating, but fine until they were done and Santa left me, my 5-year-old and 2-year-old standing there. The head elf did chastise the junior elf, but ultimately it doesn't seem like they got their time with Santa.
What is going on? Is that person describing a scene from like Bad Santa?
Or from Santaland Diaries.
Yeah, what is happening there?
I think they're making that up. So is it Santa time at Nordstrom or Marshall Fields or Macy's or something?
Nope.
It sounds a little like the holiday train, the CTA holiday train.
Yes.
Good one.
I actually have definitely had that experience with the holiday train in like 20 plus years. I have never managed to get on the holiday train. And I think it was last year, I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is it. I'm going to get on the train. I can't believe I'm going to get on the train. What are the chances I'm going to get on the train? And like, I didn't get on the goddamn train.
I remember you were supposed to come back with a story about it.
And I didn't get on. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, I can't get on. And I like waved to Santa and I was like, I can't.
I love that the review paints the picture quite accurately of like Santa elf politics. In fact,
I junior and senior elves.
Exactly.
Elves were they were gatekeepers.
It is like that. They go really, seriously, for people who don't know, they go really quickly. And like some people, I did see people like pushing strollers who would hop on and be like, we'll get it at the next stop. We'll get it at the next stop. And then like they would be like, oh my God, we really didn't get it. Like we didn't get a picture of Santa.
I don't actually think I've ever been on a platform with the holiday train at the same time in my entire life. I don't think I would get on it. I do think I'd be like, you know what? This one ain't for me. I'm good.
Too much stimulation?
Too much going on. The holiday train unofficially started on the Blue Line back in 92. WBEZ reports some workers had the idea to deliver food to charities along the route. The agency used an out-of-service train and put a sign that says, "Season greetings from the CTA." The charitable aspect is still part of the train, but it started picking up passengers in 96. And remember, there's also a holiday bus, which, again, I have never seen.
I have seen the bus. I've never ridden it.
I've seen the train go by, but I live right by the train. So.
The charitable aspect is nice. I think that's a good reminder.
Of these reviews, I have to ask, is there a holiday tradition in Chicago that you would give a 1-star review?
I mean, I think they can all be, in ideal circumstances, they can all be wonderful, whether it's the Walnut Room or skating in Millennium Park on the ribbon, or, looking at the windows. I remember one year it was like 20 below. I was like, oh, I should take my 3-year-old to go see the windows. Not fun. It's like, the gift of frostbite. But I think under ideal circumstances, all of them can be wonderful, including the Nutcracker, Joffrey Bailey's Nutcracker, the Christmas Carol at the Goodman.
Is there a Chicago holiday tradition that you give a 5-star review to?
I love going to the Nutcracker. I don't know. My parents used to come in when I was younger, and so it reminds me of my dad who died last year. So that is a nice memory. And Matt and I started going. So yeah, I love going to the Nutcracker. I think it's quite beautiful.
Monica, the Grinch Scrooge in our group, is there anything you're giving a 5-star review and a visit to this holiday season?
I think on a beautiful night, walking through downtown and looking at the lights on Michigan Avenue or at Millennium Park or around Dealey Plaza can just be a really magical experience. Just dress warmly and make sure you've got comfortable shoes on, as the mom says.
As always, I want to give a huge thank you to our guests from Axios Chicago, reporters Carrie Shepard. Carrie, good to see you.
Good to see you. Happy holidays.
And great friend of the show, Monica Eng. Monica, great to see you.
Great to see you, Jacoby. Oh my gosh, it's you.
Shut up.
Come and see a bunch of free Christmas trees.
We also want to hear from you. Are there any Chicago holiday traditions or spots around the city you would give either a 1-star or a 5-star review? Give us yours at 773-780-0246. Leave your name, your neighborhood, and your review. Before we get out of here, I want to give a huge thank you to some new CityCast Chicago neighbors, including Elizabeth F. and Kat R. Kat wrote in, "I've always wanted to, and I realized I had some money left in my professional development budget at work this year. Y'all keep me engaged and aware, and that strengthens my work. Thanks for all you do." Kat, we really appreciate you listening, sharing this with your people. And I'm going to be real with you. I didn't even know you could use your professional development dollars like that. I'm sure you put me and a whole bunch of other people on. So, hey, if y'all trying to get like Kat and Elizabeth, head over to membership.citycast.fm. Now, you know I can't let you go without some good news. In addition to the holiday things we talked about in this episode, we've got plenty of events for you in our calendar at chicago.citycast.fm, including the Portage Park tree lighting going down on Saturday. You got the Chicagoland Toys for Tots motorcycle parade starting at the Dan Ryan Woods early Sunday morning. And then you got Skate with Santa in McKinley Park. We got plenty of other things in that calendar. I'm talking sing-alongs, holiday movies, volunteer opportunities. I'm going to drop a link in our show notes for you. As always, we appreciate you for listening, reading, making time for the podcast. We're going to be back bright and early tomorrow, looking back on some key story from the last few weeks with Crystal Paul and Rima Amin. We'll talk to you then. Peace.